Okay.
Yay!
I can say the prayer.
Sounds great.
Our dear kind Heavenly Father, we're so very grateful for this day, and we're grateful for our group meeting this evening, and that we could be here. And we ask you to bless us, that our minds may be open and that we may be able to share all that we can, and to work well with one another. And we are so very grateful for thee, and we're grateful for this class and this university that we are able to attend online classes. And we ask for thy Spirit to be with us, and we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, I mean, wasn't it Nathan that suggested that we...
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think he'll be here. He's usually not like the first person here, but sometimes he usually doesn't take too long.
Yeah.
So I
That'll
think
be 3 of us at least.
Yeah. And I know Jenny knows. I'm pretty sure she knows. Maybe she didn't. I thought I emailed her and she emailed back, but yes,
Okay.
we did.
That's good. Do you want to share the Google Doc?
Yeah. Do you see it over here in the group chat?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Let's see.
I got it all ready to go.
No, I don't see it.
Okay. Maybe if I don't like put the link after. I think sometimes when you put the link before anyone's here, nobody can see it. Can you see it now?
Yep, there it is. Great.
Cool. That's funny.
Okay. Well, I guess since we're on a time crunch tonight, okay. I didn't find something great. I found something on workers' comp.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not great.
Yeah. Neither did I. So I just made something up because the job I used to work at, actually, most of the patients that we met with were work comp patients.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Yeah. We were, I worked at a chiropractor's office, and it was just recently, just at the beginning of this semester. And I worked at the chiropractor's office, and, it's called Accident and Sports Injury Clinic.
Mm-hmm.
So we have chiropractors, massage therapists, and an acupuncturist. And so not all of the people, but a lot of them, especially for the acupuncturist, they would do referrals through work comp. So I just made up an example on that.
That works. I found a very interesting article, but I had no idea how to make it into a question. I don't know if you saw it. Was I did actually find it quite fascinating. It was injured workers are becoming addicted to. Did you see that one? The prescribed OxyContin and Vicodin?
Yeah, I did see that one. That's why I made up one, because I saw that one, and then I saw the one about Berkshire Hathaway.
Yeah.
And neither one of them, and I read one about the airplane that had work comp at the very end and nowhere else.
I like that you made one up. Let me just post it so.
Oh yeah, share it with me.
Fulfill the class requirements. I know I'm gonna like your made up one. I would have loved to have seen, by the way, Jenny's links, but there was no attachment when she sent them over.
Oh.
Hey, Jenny.
Hi, Daniel. Hi, Marianne.
Hi, I'm so glad you're here. I was just saying I would have loved to seen your links that you had for your post, but it didn't come through on my end.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm glad that I made it. I was in my mother's house. Today is her birthday, and I'm sorry. I have a mess in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen. I have a terrible mess.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
I just tried to... How do I get the chat back, Danielle? I just hit the enter button to post mine and it went away.
So do you see there's a little blue thing on the left-hand side that looks like a text message thing.
Yeah.
If you hover
Okay.
over it,
Yes. Thank you.
and it'll pull it back up.
Okay. Good. Thanks. So here's mine. It's not very good. I'm excited to hear what you and Jenny have. Injured workers are many times prescribed oxycodone and Vicodin to deal with the pain. Serious drug addictions are occurring, causing significant suffering to the employee. Some states are addressing the over-prescribing of addictive painkillers by utilizing their workers' compensation systems. More than $1.5 billion was spent on opioids by workers' compensation insurers in 2015. Although employees are being put in danger of hazardous addictive behavior while increasing workers' compensation costs dramatically, the benefit of workers' compensation is important and still advantageous to the employee. So I do not want to use mine. I'm excited to see what you guys got.
Well, I don't know if like we can use mine, but like I said, I just made it up. I didn't find an article, unfortunately. So I can share it with you real quick, and then we'll hear Jenny's and see if she has something better. So basically this guy, Joey, works in construction. He's having back problems that are caused by, wow, I always have struggles with typos. I don't proofread very well sometimes. That are caused by heavy lifting, actually that's okay. All the heavy lifting he does. One of his friends, Chandler, tells him about an acupuncturist that he goes to for help with a different work-related injury. Chandler tells Joey about workers' compensation. He tells him that he's not allowed to sue the company for his injury as long as the company pays for his treatment.
That's pretty good. I like it.
Thanks. It's just basic.
It's just basic. Jenny, what do you got? You always find some good stuff.
True. Jenny,
thank you, Mary. Thank you for saying that. I'm gonna open I'm gonna copy and paste. This is about a professor in the university.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna post my summary and the summary from the website where I found this.
Okay.
Yeah, the first one is the summary of the website. Mine is this is a case about a professor named Dr. Jack Rabin, work for Perm State as public administrator. During his hours of work, he took a break on October 20, 2006. The professor and Walsh's, a doctoral student, agreed to meet in Brown's restaurant. The professor fell at the restaurant suffering of severe injury. An ambulance took him to the hospital, but weeks later he died. The judge decided in favor of the professor and awarded the benefit to the widow. The injury occurred during working hours. So that's a working compensation base. The incident happened during his working hours. Even if he took a break, still he was in working hours.
This is awesome.
Yeah, thank you, Mary. So the top one about is the summary of from the link.
Wow, I like it. We should use this, Danielle.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, if you like that, do you feel to do. You write it.
It's good. It's really, oh my gosh, I can't believe the guy falls and then just from, what a great title, you know, that someone dies because of a salad bar.
Right?
Wow. Wow, that is so interesting. Huh.
No, and at my work, a lady was working as a housekeeper, and she was working to do the housekeeping for a senior, and she fell on the street. She fell on the street. That was a surprise for me that I didn't know. That my boss told me that because she fell on the street, but because she was on working hours,
Mm-hmm.
to sue the how you say, the insurance, and she
Mm-hmm.
didn't have compensation for that. It's very interesting. Yes.
Yeah. I'm glad they were able to help her.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to copy and paste?
My summary.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you saw at the very beginning of the chat, Danielle posted the Google Doc.
Okay, I'm gonna check.
You probably can't see it.
Let me check. Group assignment week 12, invitation to edit.
Yeah. Did you get it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
Mom, I want 20 stores. I want 20 stores. Oh, I don't know.
Okay, there is our example.
Mommy, hi, Mommy.
Okay.
So
Now we How about you guys want to start? How should we do the questions for this? Because I can go back if you want, or you guys are thinking of the quiz questions. I can go back and streamline the example. I could go back and I don't know, edit or make it, you know, more succinct.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then while doing that, Danielle and Jenny, do you guys want to start, like, what should the question be?
The question should be,
What do you think, Jenny?
because this is about working compensation,
Mm-hmm.
the question should be based on that, like if the professor still can climb the working compensation.
So maybe like, so in the case, he wasn't covered by work comp, right? From what I understood, he wasn't covered. Is that right?
No, he was covered.
He was, but I thought it said.
Yes, he's covered under, he's on page at the beginning on working compensation.
Yeah. See, usually it wouldn't be covered, but in this case, because it was a business luncheon, and he was helping a student, which is under his working conditions, helping students. That's what professors do.
Yes.
They decided in his family's favor that he was at work.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I was trying to understand the point. Good point, because that he met with a student, and they were talking about
Mommy.
the bag, Elise, please.
How about, like, one of the points, I was trying to think, why don't we tell the story, about wonder if people will know this. What I was thinking of, we tell the story, and then we say the family will be able to receive workers' compensation benefits because, and then we put all their questions and answers. The only thing I have a problem with is usually in these cases they wouldn't be able to receive it.
Right.
But maybe we just say the family will receive, and I can try when I do maybe I can include it in there, but the family will receive the workers' comp benefits because, and then one of the wrong answers would be they have a right to sue the employer for accidental death.
Yeah, but you know something, Marianne, this working compensation is to an insurance. It's not the employer. It's the insurance. You know.
Right. Right. That would be one of the wrong answers.
Well, so here's what I understand from workers' compensation. It is a type of insurance, like Jenny is saying. Mm-hmm. However, they're like the definition in the book says that the employees or their families are not allowed to sue employers for accidental death, injury, or disease. So like work compensation is like basically saying like you sign this agreement that you don't sue us for whatever happens on the job, and we'll agree to pay for these, like we'll agree to compensate your death, or we'll agree to compensate your injury or treatments of your injury kind of thing. Agreed. So that's what I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand how this fits because like they took it to court, so they did sue the employer. So I'm wondering
but what they won, what they were suing for was the right to claim workers' comp. They weren't suing for anything else. Mm. They were suing for, since my husband died on the job, I deserve that workers' comp payout.
Yeah, that makes sense. But like my question is like, yeah, does the article say that, like, do you know where the article says that he's covered? Because like not all companies require workers' comp. Does that make sense? Like workers' comp insurance?
Not all what?
Not all companies require workers' compensation insurance. Does that make sense?
But most of them do. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So in this case, they must have had it because the employer says, "Hey, we don't owe it."
Because he
not
didn't
because we don't. Job? Yeah, it wasn't because we don't carry that insurance. It was because he didn't follow on the job, and the appellate court disagrees.
Right.
Because they look at what type of duties he was doing at the time of the original injury.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep, and therefore because the appellate court says so, then they have to pay it out under workers' comp. Oh. That loss.
Thank you for explaining it to me because it wasn't clicking.
Yeah.
I learned from both of you very much, and I could be totally wrong.
No, I think you're completely right.
This case took long. The professor has to prove, because, you know, in that case, the insurance is going to bring up if the professor has any, if he had any injury before, how is her health, you know, a physical history and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So the case was long, but finally the doctors also helped to resolve that, even if his health was not good, because probably, and a professor and the university is between 45, 50, 55, something like that, not too many young professors. I don't know, but I assume he's not too young. So he has some medical issues, but because of the fall, his condition got worsened,
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So because of the fall, so it's proof that because of that fall, his condition got worsened, and it's proof that those things happen during working hours. Even he took break, he was with a student talking about probably like issues about the school, things like that,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like it.
But the other thing that you mentioned, Daniel, you mentioned about they cannot how you say? You mentioned about they cannot sue for debt or the parents or the employers, but they can do some states depend on the states, and also depends on the insurance.
Okay. So it looks like the case was between.
The widow.
Was it between the widow? Because it says. Oh, maybe that's something else.
I think it's the workers' comp company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was suing like the workers' comp board, appeal board, whatever.
Yep.
So she wasn't, like you said, she wasn't suing the university.
No.
She was suing the workers' compensation to pay these things, even though so something that we said in our summary is that he took a break.
Mm-hmm.
But he really was working still. Like he was meeting a student. Do you know what he was meeting a student for?
Mommy, can you
Yeah. She put in here the where did it say that?
Let me see.
A dissertation, for the student's dissertation.
Okay. So I would say like a break in quotation marks.
Yeah, the two discuss the student's upcoming defense of his dissertation for more than an hour when they decided to go to the restaurant Salabar to begin their lunch.
Oh.
So that's the summary on the link from the website. That's not my summary.
Just gonna put this in for a second.
Yes. But as I'm saying, looks like the professor start suing the insurance, but before he died, who's gonna follow the procedures? The widow.
Actually, do you know what's interesting to me that I caught? I think what happened is the university sued their own workers' comp company for not paying.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, looks like, yeah, you're right. You see Pennsylvania State University versus Worker Compensation Appeal Board. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay, so maybe we could kind of, even though like the case is a really good case, I still want the students to the other kids to understand what workers' compensation is. So maybe we could kind of ask them what does workers' compensation require
to qualify?
Yeah, what are the qualifications of workers' compensation, or what does it require from the employees and what does it require from the employers?
That's a good idea. I like that, Ingo.
That's better. Really, yes. That's better.
Okay, let me write it.
There is something interesting in the book that says workers' compensation statutes do not cover actions by or against parties other than the employers and employee. Such actions are brought in tort law.
Sorry, Jenny, I missed that. I'm trying to write, and then I'll then I can listen to it again. Okay, say that again, Jenny.
Okay, the book says workers' compensation statutes do not cover actions by or against parties other than the employer and the employee. So in this case, if the employee could not take actions toward the compensation insurance, so somebody else have to do it, and in this case was the employer.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, I don't know.
Like workers' compensation wouldn't be able to cover the student if the student fell and died due to complications and do that injury. I think that means that they wouldn't, like that sentence that you just read, that means that the employer, like they wouldn't be able to collect anything for that. They wouldn't be able to, like workers' compensation wouldn't cover the employee falling or the student falling because it's not an employee. Unless for some reason the student was an employee and it was working.
Yes, Danny. Are you talking about the professor?
Yeah.
The
so
professor.
Yeah. So say instead of the professor, the student fell.
Oh, okay, okay.
They wouldn't be able to cover that because he wasn't an employee of the university.
You're right.
Because he was just a student.
Yes, you're right.
You know what? I will bet you, not that we should put this in our information, but I will bet, let's say I'm injured at work. Let's say there's 20 witnesses. Let's say the workers' company says, I'm not going to pay for your leg surgery. I'm not going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I bet there is a remedy to sue to make them pay because that's the law, you know, and they're not following the law. So maybe when they talk about, you know, sorry, my new little puppy who's only 6 months old and a great Pyrenees just tried to jump on me. So if you hear panting, that's what's going on over here. Anyway, the reason they say you can't sue is because they're going to pay for you to go to the doctor. They're going to pay, you know, for your physical therapy. They're going to pay for all that. So that's the remedy. If they decline to sue, if they decline to pay, I'll bet you the injured party could sue just like the university did.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me. Okay.
Hey, Jenny, do you want to work on some of the wrong answers?
Yes.
So we're asking what is required of the employer and the employee. So I would kind of frame it the same way I'm doing the correct answer. Like the employer is required to blank ... I'll put a ... there just so you know kind of how to frame it. And then I would say the employee is required to ... And then you can make up something and put something in there.
Okay, good.
And then right where you're at, I would say they're not allowed to sue the employer as well on that, Jenny.
I see. I'm starting to get it as I'm typing this out.
Mm.
It's hard to write. Question. I can't remember. When we have a quiz question, we have always put the example as part of the quiz question.
Yeah, so we need to copy and paste it down. I just knew you weren't finished writing our example.
Okay.
And so
I just didn't know. Got it. I'm struggling, but I'm trying.
you're good. Yeah, so when you're finished with our example, you can just copy and paste it above the question.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm just wondering.
Yep.
Hey Jenny, when you say suit, do you mean Sue?
Yes, I think I wrote it wrong. Suit. Oh, it's E, no? Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
It's okay. I just wanted to check because they're two different things. But they sound very similar.
Yeah. Then I have in the boot that confused me too.
Oh yeah. So yeah, to sue is like the verb, like you sue someone, and then suit is like something like a lawsuit.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like something that like you go through. Like if you file a lawsuit, that means you're suing someone.
Good. Thank you, Daniel. You're right. Suit and suit. Suit. The lawsuit.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't know how to explain this one.
Okay, I'll try and help you. Let me read through it. So I would say, oh, whoops. Sorry. I would use kind of what I see where you're getting it from, and that's awesome. That's great. I would say something like, kind of similar to what hold on, I'm gonna copy this because it's pretty similar, but then I'm gonna change it.
Where is this risk of the job? Sorry, are we on number 2? Which one are we on?
Hold on, we're working on number wrong answer feedback 3. Hold on just a second.
Mom. Yes.
Okay. Let me know what you think of that, Jenny. What were you asking, Marianne?
No,
I'm
that's it.
on wrong answer 2.
Uh-huh.
Where is the idea behind accepts the risk of the job?
It's on page, do you see the wrong answer feedback? It's page 568.
Yeah.
That
But one
first
could find out
what?
a second.
A second defense. So this is talking about employers. Like this is talking about like an employer's defense against paying for workers' compensation, basically.
What it used to be, right? That's what it used to be.
You're right.
So, let's see. So how? Well, we could still use that. We'll say, how about this? Let's do wrong. I'm gonna do.
So are you getting rid of like what the employer is required to do?
Yeah, because I think your wrong answer is,
Well, I'm just thinking that like they're gonna know it's wrong because the first answer says like the employer does this and the employee does this. So if we want to change the question, we could. We could say like what's true, but it kind of changes all the answers. Does that make sense?
I see what you guys did. Let's see.
So it doesn't, I put like the same answer as the first one. So that's the exact same answer as the first one. But then I would change the last part. So if we just want to change like the employee is required to do this, that would make it a wrong answer.
I edited number 1.
Okay. Well, we can
So
just
look
put
at the edit.
employers required for all entry.
I see what you're doing. So you want the opposite.
So we could just put like the right answer with it. That way it'll just confuse people. So it's like half right but half wrong, and then we just know why it's wrong.
So how about then on this one? Whoops. Wait.
You can change that completely. I just think we should have something that the employer does and something that the employer is required to do.
I get it. See this wrong answer number 1? That would be correct. Oh, that's right. That's right. I put on and off the job.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. I put that at the end so it would help me. Okay, so then you want this one to be the same as the first sentence in number 1. And the feedback.
Okay, so you're right. This doesn't work anymore. So that might mean I think number 3 doesn't work either. If I read that wrong.
Well, you could say, let's just tell them what it is. How about it is true that, and then we'll put this, so you know those parts, right? right, I rewrote 2. Think anyone? Wrong answer 2 feedback, Jenny or first paragraph.
Okay.
First paragraph. It is to the work conversation.
So
Yeah, that's right.
So my problem is, just because I know how much workers' compensation, I wouldn't say that they're covered for medical expenses, but they do pay some medical expenses due to the injury. So
Okay,
they're not going to pay all of their medical expenses.
change it, change it.
Okay. See if I can change it right.
And then Jenny, while she's looking at that, what do you think about the, oh, I was going to ask you, Jenny, on, for example, where our example, I don't know, we need to put where we found it at. Do you know where we found this at?
Oh yeah, we have 2 links.
So do you want to put that under the, I put the title of it. Do you want to put it right under the title?
Mhm. It's right there.
Yeah, that looks good.
Let me change this for link. Hyperlink.
Okay. And then also, Jenny, do you want to read over the explanation of our example and see how I did?
Yes. Institutes provides families.
I have a quick question. Do we delete our other group members' names because they didn't participate this week? I mean,
Yeah,
what?
it's a good question. I know that, you know, now that you said that, Nathan did send us, no, Alex did send us something to look at.
He did.
I forgot about that.
But
I don't know what to do.
I have a question. Daniel, did
yes.
we talk about that we're gonna have this meeting this Wednesday on our last meeting or 2 emails?
No, through email.
Okay, because I didn't receive any email, Daniel.
You didn't? So it was Nathan that emailed us.
Oh, Nathan, you see?
Yeah, Nathan. And then Mary, like, he sent it to all of us. Did you check your BYUI email?
I checked both, my Gmail, and I checked my Hangouts, and I didn't receive anything.
I'm sorry, Jenny. Yeah, your name's on there, but you must not have got it on your end from technology.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, Jenny. I didn't know that.
Oh yes, I was confused. I say, okay, probably it's my memory because sometimes I'm so stressful that I forget easily. So I say, probably I forget. We talk and I don't remember.
I'm so sorry. We ruined your week.
Yes. No, my car is a mess now. I don't know if that was because yesterday I was flying.
Oh.
I don't know. So, but I was curious to know what happened. Did we talk on the meeting?
Yeah, we did. I could have met last night. I would have been fine, but I thought everyone else would have family things. So
No,
Yeah.
yes. I don't know. We forgot it. We forgot to talk about this on our meeting time last week.
I'm sorry. I was actually out of town
No
last
problem. Things happen.
weekend, so
Yeah, and because we have some confusion, I think it's good to add everybody's name.
okay. I think that's fine. We can
Yeah.
we can
Mhm.
tell her and just be like, "Hey, that's a really good idea, Jenny. Thanks." Because I kind of felt guilty. I was like, "I'm sorry. Like this week was crazy." And did you guys know that this is our last week?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
we meet next week, but all we do is talk about the final.
Oh, we
Oh.
do meet next week,
Yeah, I looked it up. Yeah.
but we don't have a group assignment. Do we?
No, well, I don't know what we have to turn in. And I know you probably have to go quick.
I'm
Danielle.
doing okay. Yeah, I'm doing
Okay.
okay. We can finish up our assignment, but
Well,
yeah.
I was just gonna look really quick. I was just looking at that. It says we meet and we study the final. So let me look what that entails really quick.
Okay,
It's something different. It's called group activity hypothetical.
Okay.
And
I
so
just don't see an assignment for it in the grade book. So maybe she'll put it in later or something. I don't know.
I don't know. She says, set up a time to meet with your group and discuss the, sample that we have, the boring 929, the final.
Uh-huh.
And it says go back through your study guide, see if there's any topics that would apply to it. That's actually a really good idea. I didn't think of that.
Mm-hmm. Very
There's
good.
I don't know if there's a way we're supposed to submit that though.
I don't
Yeah,
think
there's nothing there, and there's nothing in the grade book, so I don't know if it'll come up later or if.
I think we should meet. We should arrange to meet next Tuesday at 8, and then at the very least, in our self-reflection, don't we say we met with our group?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think we meet next Tuesday at 8.
Why not? Study group. Just work on.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we need to submit anything for a group, just to gather together and go over the hypothetical problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That'll be good. Jenny, do you want to send the invite next week, next Tuesday?
Yes, I would like.
Okay. My back to our assignment tonight. Answer 3 feedback. We only give feedback to the second incorrect response, not the first.
What do you mean?
The first one?
So you can write something else, but we don't necessarily need to give feedback for the entire thing.
Yes, just worker compensation only applies to workers while on the job. That's true. We changed this feedback more three times.
I know.
Okay, that's good.
You know what? I love it when the groups actually give me clues and it helps me study so much better.
Yeah.
You don't know how I learned from you guys, really.
Oh, same back at you, Jenny.
True. It's a group. That's why we have group studies.
No,
we
you're
all learn from each other.
very supportive, really.
Okay. Should we do one last look to see how we did?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to edit a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like that. Very good.
Yeah.
Means we need to copy and paste that. Are you done editing?
Hold on. No, I'm still reading.
Better. I like he in there, Danielle.
Okay.
But I like where you're going. I think it's much tighter.
Well, you just said the ambulance took him to a hospital.
Yeah, you can take.
And you said, but he died, which
Oh,
there's not
right.
really but to put in there.
Yeah.
So I just needed to change it so it made sense that way. Is boards capitalized?
It is in the quote.
Okay. Oh, it's in the quote. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, it looks good.
Okay, I'm going to copy and paste it. And why don't you guys start on the example of the explanation?
Okay.
I see.
It's a long question.
I think it looks good. The explanation of our example is good. Did you go through all the questions?
I was just fixing all the workers' compensation. Some had a hyphen after the R and some had it after the S, or not at all.
Oh, gotcha.
Just starting to go through the actual questions.
Well, it's in the book, it has it after the S. Which one are you putting it as?
After the S.
Okay. I'm going to change that one.
Or to make it plural.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think we're good. Did we find all of them?
You're very good in constructing, reconstructing. Yeah, it looks great.
I like answer number 1.
Wrong answer number 1?
The right one.
Oh, the right one. Yeah. It's the best one. The rest of them are kind of a half effort to make it. I mean, not half, but it's not. Like, it's hard to make it wrong, but sound right, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. You think we're good?
I think we're good, guys.
Awesome.
That's good.
Cool.
The only thing is I'm trying to see. Oh, you know what? We only have page numbers on 2 of them.
Oh. The
So,
ones that we don't have are the ones that were rewritten. So I don't know where those page numbers are. Do you have pages for the ones that wrong answer 1 and wrong answer 2?
you're at page 568, right? Has to be.
Yeah, everything is 568.
I would say they're all 568 because that's all.
Yeah, the only.
Only page with workers' compensation.
That's weird because on the correct answer we put 567. Should it be
you can
560?
change it. It's on both.
Okay. Cool.
So we're on 567. It just has the definition. So that's where I got it from. But it says the definition on the next page too, word for word.
And we only put it on the feedback, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wrong answer feedback, wrong answer feedback. Oh, yay!
Awesome.
All right, Danielle. Thank you, Jenny. This is awesome.
Oh, thank you, girls. Thank you for your help.
It was great.
I'm gonna copy all of these assignments on my document, so I can go back and review it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
It's
Okay,
good.
Danielle, so you're going to put the link in and submit it for us?
I will.
Yeah, ma'am. And then Jenny, we're on for next Tuesday at 8, and I'll